Guys, off we go. 2019 season is waiting. Let's start with the winter training. It's November, it's cold in Switzerland. Of course, we have to take care of that. So 5 points about the successful build-up for springtime. Stay with me. Okay, first point is about swimming. Everybody in triathlon is basically complaining about bad swims and blah blah blah, so let's go hard this winter, let's train really hard and swim more. Okay, that's a logical approach how you can improve your swim times for next season, but as a coach what I observe, it doesn't work, because if you train a little bit less in the winter time, so the strength, the hard trainings are not really done because it's outside, it's 0 degrees. Of course, you will have more testosterone. If you go a little bit more of swimming, of course, your times will improve and you will be much faster. But as soon as you start with more long strength training, long runs, long bicycles, interval stuff, your testosterone level will fall, okay? Your swim times will just decrease. So then you're at the same point as you started before the winter, but you don't have better swim times. And I've seen it, and many athletes doing over and over and over again and never really got better swim times. So here is my thought about this. Of course, you must be an age group athlete. I'm not talking to pros. Here's my thought about how you can improve your swim. You do a little bit more of swimming, okay? You swim a little bit more times per week instead of longer swims, maybe 4 times 30 minutes. You go to the water, you do a nice set, go home, okay? Off the water, you do all the core exercising, all the stretching that you really need to, to improve your stroke. You don't do it in the water. I don't see any big improvements if you do 1,000 drills, stay hundreds of hours in the water just to do some technique stuff that is not really helping. If you have a problem stretching, please do those exercises that help you stretch. So reduce the time in the water, do quality stuff, stay focused, and then before the first race comes, let's go race day minus 8 weeks. Then you improve your swimming. It's when the tapering kicks in, you do a little bit less of biking, a little bit less of running, you'll improve strong on the swim. Sometimes I do double, triple fold of the volume in swimming in the last 4 to 6 weeks before the race. Even the last week before the race, I like to swim until Wednesday, really strong. Don't worry about this. This will peak your swim times, and you will feel that swimming is in your soul because you really improved in the last stage towards the race, instead of building this up early and then sucking it away from other strength training, and you don't have really the strength left because now it's in the legs. So that's the first point. Second point is you start out your season and let's go slow, let's go long, let's go boring, let's do a lot of gray zone training. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't believe in those systems where you start slow, build a lot of base, then a little bit of interval, at the end a little bit of VO2 max, and then race. This has been done in the 90s. If you have a lot of time, if the weather is very nice, yes, go do it. It's a very proven approach to be a good racer. But if you live here, it's 0 degrees outside, it's November, it's cold, I don't see it as a good build-up for your race. So what I recommend is a polarized approach. Leave as much as you can the gray zone that you are spending so many hours anyway per year, leave it out. So do very slow training, really slow. Okay, you might do a little bit on low carb on that, and then do sprint training and VO2 max training as good as you can. And this will stimulate you and help you to build an aerobic base better than if you are just going with one speed every week and your mind is absent and you're somewhere else, and you will increase the distance and you will increase quality. That doesn't work. I like to be very high quality oriented on some trainings in the winter time, really all out, work on that VO2 max, you know, and then again go slow, very slow on the run, for example, where we can run here 2-3 hours, and so build a base. Okay. Third point is about, yeah, it's winter time, I can gain some weight, you know, if I'm a little bit more heavy, it's better for my isolation, I freeze less. I don't think so. I think the race is not tomorrow, it's not in 9 months. The race is just now. It's right now here. And we know from cyclists and all those stories how they desperately needed to lose weight to get up the hills, and how they used all those substances out on the market. We don't want that. So point is, if you are losing weight towards your race, you will always lose power. Always. If you are clean, let's say in this way. So don't gain unnecessary weight, and because it will cost you watts, it will cost you speed. You know, it's not possible to take it with you. So I recommend you in the winter time to stay really sharp on the diet. You know, you might do a liver flush, get your liver cleansed, do a tea program for kidneys, start to fast a little bit, you know, like 8 hours eating, 16 hours of fasting you can do. You might do hydrocolon, where you wash out the gut. You know, there are tons of things you can really do and help your organs to cleanse, so that you are clean and strong and can perform good. And you don't really need to gain weight just because the race is 9 months away. It doesn't work for me. So stay lean, stay sharp on the edge, enjoy yourself. Sometimes you can do a little bit of chunky stuff, but don't really gain too much weight. That was the third point. The fourth point is about money. I mean, today everything is about money. You have to know what this journey, how much it will cost you if you want to qualify for Hawaii. You know, you need to know a good helmet, a good aerosuit, a good position on the bicycle will save you 50 watts. 50 watts is 5 minutes per hour, basically. So you know how much you ride. If you're riding 5 hours on the Ironman, it will save you 25 minutes. So you should get smart about when will you invest, how much can you invest, when will you do it, so you get ready. You don't really want to buy a new bicycle 6 weeks before the race and then feel good about it, because a new bicycle might save you 10 watts. It's not a big deal. You know, nowadays bicycles are almost all very aerodynamic. There are a few differences, but the big thing is about where you invest. Can you afford a high altitude training? Should you rent a high altitude tent the last 4 weeks? Where will you train? When are your holidays? How will you spend all that cash? There must be a plan. There must be a plan. Okay? And based on that, make a plan, look at the figures, then do it for 12 months, look back, how much have I improved with that investment? I mean, I'm Swiss banks, so we know a little bit about money and where to invest, so please believe me in this point, okay? Okay, fifth point is get smart about the race that you want to do. Okay, so you must know yourself. Are you lean? Are you a good technician on the bicycles? Are you powerful? Do you like heat? Do you like wet? What do you like? Where do you perform best? Of course, if you're tall and strong, you should choose a flat race. If you like hilly, if you like hilly courses, you can gain a lot of weight by uphill riding, of course. So get smart. Which race will suit your own positive talents? Which race will do that? Okay, I wouldn't really care who is watching or is it close by. If you have a goal to reach Hawaii, make clear selections. But my guys here, when I coach, I mean, if I have one guy, he really can't stand the heat, so he will never perform well. So we'll go to Ireland Ironman. Okay. There's another guy, he likes uphill, he's very light, he's 60 kilos. Let's search for the most hilly race. He will gain, he will be better than other competitors. So that's clear. So make yourself smart which race will suit you the best. Okay? So that's basically all for now. Now I want you to come with me to my homepage and I will introduce to you 3 to 4 trainings that suit at the moment for winter training. Okay guys, so this is my homepage. You can put in triathloncoach-hinnen.ch. This is the English version, just translated. To start off and working with my formulas, you just need to do a couple of things to get clear, basically to find out your level. The first step is that you do the test with the Roy Fit What challenge. All you do is you go for 4 minutes all out. I have explained this in another video. Really go out with, let's say, with 6 watts per kilo, and then you put down here how many wattage you can push. Okay? So, and then you work with this number. You will work with this number and you go to my bike formula and you put this number here. Everything is based on a 4-minute test. You don't need to do 20 minutes. You don't need to do 1-hour tests. So do a 4-minute all out. Put the average watt into this field. And here we go. So this is the 2 or 3 exercises I like to introduce to you that I love to do in the winter time. This is Herzleistung Laktattoleranz 2. So this is 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute. Those are the wattage. 210, 240, 277, 336. You go a little bit higher with the cadence and you go 4 to 8 times. Okay, no rest. So at the last minute you do 336 wattage and then back again to 210. So this is an ongoing, it's an 8-minute interval in 4 sections with 4 different wattages. And here we really get the lactate up, and then here we suck it in and digest it and learn to live with it. And then we start again. It's like riding uphill, 8 times uphill in the mountain, you know. Turn around, come down. This is a lovely set. Then the opposite of this set that we are going in is like this one, Herzleistung Laktat 3. Here you explode. 30 seconds all out, 458 watts, only 60 cadence, then 60 seconds, 214, then a 105 cadence with 176 wattage for 2.5 minutes. Then again, 6 to 10 times. Okay? So those trainings can be done within less than an hour and really stimulate your system. If you can handle it, the very important one is the VO2 Max 1. It's a 30 seconds all-out sprint. It's so tough. I mean, this set starts at 21 seconds. Then it's really counting if you can handle the pain. So that's 504 watts for 30 seconds, about 110 cadence, 6 to 10 times, maximum. 8 is enough. Take a long rest of 5 minutes, please. So this could be a bicycle program for an Ironman living in a place where it's cold in the winter time and we really don't want to go out and freeze our ass off for 3-4 hours. We don't need to do it because we will do that base training on the run. So again, you're going to my homepage. This is the home, and then you do the fat spot test. Okay, fat spot test is nothing else than you run a 1.8 mile run and before a 0.6 mile run. Okay, it's 1,000 meter and 3,000 meters, and it's all out. It's the same principle as the 4-minute dash on the bicycle, all out with about 12 minutes rest in between to take it easy, and then put in here the speed you were running. Okay, so if you can do 0.6 miles in, let's say, 20k, okay, put down 20k. If you can ride 1.8 miles with a 4-minute average, put down 15k. So that will give you a max fat of 550 per K. That's very slow. And this is the fundament. That's the fundament that we do. And we don't do it 1 hour per training or let's rather do every 10th day, you do like 2.5 hours. Or even if you can handle it, 3 hours. We can run 3 hours in Switzerland at 0 degrees. It's no problem. Don't expect to be faster the next day, but this is the fundament. Instead of every Sunday a long run of 2 hours, I would recommend you to do every 10 days, 2.5 to 3 hours, if you can handle it, okay? So then let's go to the run formula. On the run formula for the winter time, I love to do that fat spot run, of course. And then I will propose to you the lactate push. This is a 4K run. Let's see here. Let's go again out here. You're all out. Best time would be 4 minutes for 1K. If you have 4 minutes per 1K, those will be your times. You would do a 4K at 4:54 per K. Then you do a 5 times 300 meter dash at 1 minute and 16. And then a 2K of total time 9:25. With those rests. 3 minutes after 4K. 1 minute after 300, at the end of the 300, a 3-minute rest, and then the 2K. So that's a good training to do. Here we have the leg opener. Leg opener is done on the track, and you will run the straight all out as hard as you can, and the curve you go very slowly. Okay, you try to run those 80 meters in 16 seconds. Do 30 to 60 repetitions. That's a lot of repetitions. This is a very good weight training for the legs. Just sprint. You just sprint. If you do it even better, you just sprint for 40 meters and the rest of those 80 meters, you just hold the pace. So there will be almost no lactate, and we work on the ATP and we work on the strength that will keep you away from injury. Okay, I love this set, the leg opener. And then you could do, because we have time in the winter time, you can do a short fast run, for example, 30 to 45 minutes at 5:07, for example. So those 3 runs I recommend you at the moment to do in the winter time. I don't want to go into the swim, because I think most viewers here have a swim in a group, so then do that group swim, but please change your position, not always at the end, not always at the front, not always in the middle. Just say, this set I would like to swim in front and get a little bit push. But of course I have it also on my webpage. I have the swim formula. Here we go. You put in your best time for 100 meters. That's about 91 yards. And then you see all those different sets that are all explained down here, what it means, okay? It's all explained. Okay, good luck with this training. Don't forget, try to do a polarized training. Leave out the gray zone as much as you can. Focus. Don't get sucked into too much volume too early. Concentrate what you do, okay? As Arnold Schwarzenegger said, you have to be in the muscle, okay? Focus and stay clean. All right, thanks for watching. My next video will be about a swim channel. I will introduce you a few tricks and tips you can do. Thank you.
Kurzfrage, danke fürs Zusehen. Wenn ihr noch mehr erfahren wollt über Triathlon Training, das ist mein Buch Triathlon Total. Könnt ihr auf Amazon kaufen oder auf books.ch für 28,95. Merci miteinander.